coffee. Have some tea. Grab a soother because my throat is horrible today. Having a bit of trouble talking. Oh god, this is never going to go right, is it? I'm having a bit of trouble talking today, so my voice is a bit strange, so you'll have to excuse me. And we'll hope this is somewhat legible. Also, this chair is incredibly squeaky. I'm hoping the more I talk, the better my voice will get, and I'll make it sort of feasible for making a video right now. So my friend Rocky did a tag video the other day, in which when it came to tagging people, she decided not to, because as she said, no one ever does my tag videos when I tag them. So I thought, just to sort of take the mick a bit, I'm actually going to do this tag video, even though she never tagged me. So maybe you should tag me in the future and I'll do more of them. So this is the 10 little questions tag. So jumping in with the first question, what YouTuber do you secretly have a crush on? Yeah, straight in with the personal questions, great. I'm gonna say Morgan Page, simply because she'll probably never ever see this, and that's fine. I'm not gonna say someone who might actually see these videos, because that could be embarrassing. Question 2, if you had a TARDIS from Doctor Who, how would you use it? Personally, I'm really interested in my family tree, so I would like to go back and follow my family tree backwards, see what the Howards were like back in the day, and my mum's side of the family, the Armstrongs. Question 3, share a secret no one else knows, but then it wouldn't be a secret anymore. A secret, some people know this, but not a lot of people, but since the age of 14 I've been trying to write a fantasy story, an actual novel, and it's changed so many times over the years. It started with a character, certain character in a fantasy sort of medieval setting, then it turned into like a Victorian London setting, then it came into a sci-fi, and it's jumped back and forth. Always the same characters, the same story, but then they've all evolved over the years, so they're no longer... If you put the first story, the original story, next to what kind of the current form of it is, it would look nothing the same, but it has slowly evolved into this current story. It is still something I want to deal with in the future. I do want to make a story out of it. I just haven't, because I'm lazy, maybe. Question 4, what did you dream last night? I don't really dream very often. I didn't have a dream last night as far as I'm aware. If I do, I don't remember my dreams very often. It'd be a better way of wording it. But yeah, and when I do have dreams, they're always really mundane things like, oh, I was at work and a thing happened. I daydream quite a lot. Daydreams are way more interesting because they are mostly, tying back into the last question, they are mostly making up scenes for this fantasy story. So I daydream, I have a very active imagination when I'm awake. But apparently when I'm asleep, I'm boring as shit. Question 5, if you could be a character for any film, who would you be? I think when it comes to characters in films, I would avoid being one of the main characters, just because they seem to get into a lot of trouble. But I think it would be really interesting to be able to... I love some of the worlds that are created in films and stories generally. So I think I'd genuinely like to just be a hobbit, just to be one of the background characters, just sort of, you know, because that life looks so awesome. It looks like the most carefree life you could possibly imagine. So that's what I want to be. I just want to be a generic background character from Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, who just gets to live a wonderful life, living a little hobbit hole. Question 6, what are you excited for? What I'm excited for is in a few months' time, I'm moving out of my parents' house and moving into my own flat, which is going to be really cool. Because I obviously went to university and I lived on my own for 3 years, and then I've been back here in my parents' house, and it's been kind of a weird experience. Question 7, if you ruled the world, what would you do first? Part of me thinks I should be like, say something really good, and like, something that would be really beneficial to the world. Like, I would abolish inequality, make sure everyone is treated equally regardless of race, gender, sexuality, etc. And the most of me wants to say, have an international ginger day, where you just have to sort of obey every ginger and give them all your money and stuff like that. Be super nice to gingers. Am I a good person? Or am I really, that made me really selfish? Question 8. Sing the last song that was stuck in your head. That's not a question, that's a demand. You're demanding me to do a thing that I don't. I've got a really sore throat right now, as you've probably told already. So I'd totally give you a rocking ballad of the song I got stuck in my head, but I think I'll have to give it a miss right now because A, you're demanding I do a thing that I'm not happy doing right now, and B, I really don't want to because this is not a good thing for my throat. Question 9. Beatbox. Never gonna happen. Question 10. What is something you want to achieve in the future? Something I want to achieve in the future, which is a recent sort of thing I've come out, I really want to start up my own design studio. Whether it just be a solo endeavour or be like a collective group of creative people working in a shared space or something, I think that would be fantastic and I really want to work towards doing that. But some things are happening in my life at the moment which made it harder for me to do that. It's a little bit first world problems, and I think that's what my next video is going to be on, just discussing what I want to do in my life and why I'm not really sure if I should aim to do it. So look forward to that if I ever get around to making that. It'll probably be like 3 months from now, because that's my upload schedule apparently. Okay, that's the end of it. Goodbye.